and I'm Dennis Houston from Small Heath Boxing Club. We're starting to do some refurbishment work on this part of the gym, mainly because this is an addition to the gym, what we're spending the money that we got for we're building a classroom here to one side, which will be used for kids and coaching jobs and etc. We're going to plaster these walls here because what was behind them was very rough and damp. We have the electricians coming in and we're going to redo the whole electrics throughout the gym, all the way through. They're starting to do the work now, taking out the old cables and stuff. And then we're going to have a suspended ceiling in here and a full air conditioning system. And if you want to just have a look around, this will be the classroom. There'll be 2 rings in here and the fire escape up at the far end. And if you want to take a walk through into the next part, I will run you through that and all.
Alright, last door now, kid.
In this part now, we're going to have a disabled toilet in the corner. We're going to dry line all the walls within this weights area. Suspended ceiling and air conditioning as well. We'll move on to the next one. What we've done here, we've made a little window there on the entrance, plasterboard to a high level, and we're going to suspended ceiling, new lighting, air conditioning and heating, and there will be a reception area going here. And there's a little corner in the back here, and that's for all our controls will be in that small building office. Two rings here will be taken from here, dismantled and moved and put up into the new section of the gym. And then we'll close this place off for the time being as storage, as we haven't got a fire escape and it's too costly to put a fire escape in through here and to the outside. So our only other alternative is to close this room off and move up there until we get some kind of funding or raise some money to do it. And then as we go down into the next room, it'll also be a suspended ceiling, new lighting, air conditioning. And that is part of what we'll do here. As you come along the next visit, you'll see big changes in it.
Hello, my name is Andrew France. I work for HKC Construction. I'm the primary director. What we're doing here is a refurb at Small Heath Boxing Club, aka the Benson Boxing Academy. We've been here primarily now for 3 weeks. The refurb is to include plastering of most of the walls in the building, insulating the said walls. We've constructed a classroom, disabled toilet. There will be air conditioning and heating also within the contract, and also a full ceiling, hoping to reduce costs, reduce our green footprint of the club.
Okay, when this is going to be finished?
Sorry?
When this job going to finish? I mean,
the job is well progressed now. We're almost at the final stages, cleaning up. We're behind on the false ceiling, and that in turn is knocking the electricians finishing slightly behind. We anticipate that the completion of the works will be within the next 2 weeks.
Andrew France. Okay, then thank you very much, Andrew. Thank you.
You made that tea already? It's 3 o'clock now. You did it 2 hours ago, I feel like that now. I've done my lunch again and I haven't had time to eat it.
Busy day.
Busy day every day. I don't know where the time goes. Everybody's got time to drink tea but me. I've got to make sure the men are all right and the job's been done right, you see. So I need eyes everywhere, you see, keep looking around. See that nice sky in it? You know what I mean? I'll get this gym looking good. Come on.
Hello, my name is Dennis Houston from Smaller Heath Boxing Club. I am project managing this job with the Inspired Facilities grant which we recently received. At the moment we've done suspended ceiling throughout the gym. It's going in as we speak. All the walls have been sanded down and repainted. Mirrors, everything taken off the wall, put back on. Work to be done in this room now. Suspended ceiling finished off, new doors on the bottom, and then we'll be finished in this room. Then we'll go into the next room, a new reception area, suspended ceiling throughout, heating, air conditioning. This room has also been painted and plastered around the columns, which has also been fully completed, plastered, new skirting boards, all being gone back in there. This will be moved on, suspended ceiling still to go in here, and then we'll move on into. We have a new disabled toilet gone in the corner here, which is virtually complete now, just there's not much more to be done to it. Also we have a classroom now which is 85% complete. Within the next 2 to 3 weeks we'll be moving rings in, and the job will come to a completion within the next week.
My name is Pat Benson. I'm the founder member of the club. I started the club back in the 70s. We ran as a very successful club. Three of the lads I had myself, they went on to fight for world titles. One of them, Wayne Alcock, actually won a world title. The other two lads got beaten, which was Paul Ramsey and Matty Macklin. Matty has another chance, hopefully, shortly. But then we went from that, where the club got burned down up in Phases Street up the road. So we went from having a very successful club to having no club at all. And it took some doing to get back from that to where we are now at this stage. Luckily we have some great members, you know, all good people at their own jobs, and that's what helped us big time. And the work going on now is like a dream come true. I've been running the club now since I passed my coach's course in 67, 68, and I've been running the club since. A very successful club, but we got burned down 10 years ago. I went from having a great club to having nothing. So it's like a dream come true to get this up and running now. It's taken a long time. It's taken, since we got burned down now, it's 9 years. But it's just coming through now again. Because the main helpers we had in the beginning was people called Pertims. They're in a big employment age, and they helped us big time in the beginning. Also the own family up in the Irish, they helped big time. And of course our own members here now. We've over 100 members in the club just now. 110, 112, something like that. And once we're up and running, I can see it even doubling if we can support that many members. But it's just booming now as it is. As you can see, it seems to be getting better every day. It's painted. The guys are working on the ceilings now. Hopefully we'll get the rings from the back room up to the front room. Here's the classroom up and running. So it's getting better by the day. As I said to you, we've over 100 members. He's got a fine school of kids as it is. One of our kids got to the British final this year. Another two of the kids boxed for England against Wales a couple of weeks ago. So we're coming on from that. I have no doubt there'll be national titles following up. He has something like, there's 40 kids with cars that can actually box. Of them, 25 of them is exceptionally good. The other kids are just coming into it now. So it's looking very, very good.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, sir.
Thank you for your time.
Hello, welcome to Small Heath Amateur Boxing Club. I'm Bob Smith, one of the coaches here. Just going through a training session at the moment. As you can see, we're currently undergoing some improvements. We've recently received funds from Sport England, and with those we're trying to improve the facilities we have here. We've created a couple of new rooms. This room that we're in now is going to be a new ring room for us. It's going to hold 2 rings, and just beside me there's going to be a classroom. We're going to have workshops in there, so professionals in the sport can come in, give talks to the kids, give nutrition lessons to help improve, you know, the kids' eating and their fitness. Along with that, we're improving the roofing throughout the gym, stop all leakages, and also improving the heating system as well. There's going to be air conditioning, hot and cold throughout, so we ain't freezing in the winter and we ain't baking in the summer. Also, along with that, we're trying to boost females within the sport. It's a tricky sport for women to get into, so we're trying to boost the population of women in the sport by promoting classes, putting classes on purely for women who look to become boxers, and just fitness-wise as well. It's tricky for women to get involved in boxing because it's a mainly male-dominated sport. So they go into the gyms, and you know, they're all males there, so they find intimidating environment to come into. So in help to promote women into the sport, we're going to be putting on special classes, just purely women only, and hopefully once they get in the confidence with the boxing side and even the fitness side, we'll start integrating the two, and hopefully from there on. Well, I suppose it's just the factor of coming into an environment where it's male dominated, and they want to come in and feel comfortable and not feel like people are watching them. So creating a female only environment is going to help that, you know, because they're in it together. You know, they can get comfortable with their surroundings in the gym and work off that basically.
As we watched the Olympic last year, 2012, we see that girl obviously becoming British #1 champion.
Yeah.
So what do we have to do really to get, you know, women to do boxing more, or to become more expert really? You know?
Well, say projects like this have been going on all over England. In Birmingham, I believe there isn't a lot of female boxers, so this is a base point for us. It's something to start out on and build up off it. Because as far as I know, there's a handful in the Birmingham area. So if they're all going around fighting each other, then you know it's going to get very boring for them very quick.
So you think actually we trying to create something new to get them to the boxing?
Well,
get women to boxing.
yeah, I mean, we have a lot of women, you know, in England interested in fitness, and boxing is a different kind of fitness. Yeah, and once they get involved, if they like it, it's just going to build on, and because boxing training is enjoyable and it'll get you fit, and it's very rewarding because you'll find you use muscles that you don't even know you had.
So what can we do to get them into that?
Well, hopefully this is what we're trying to promote, and you know, we're trying to provide these classes so they can come as they please and learn if they want, or just get fit. So we've just got to promote it well, go through Facebook, the internet, flyers, and just let them know that the option's there. You know, if they want to do it, it's there for them, and you know, we'll continue to provide that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right.
Connor, how are you feeling about your training right now?
Well, now, my training's going well at the moment. Everything's just setting well for us all. We're training hard, fighting tough. Just just getting on really well together.
So you're feeling strong coming to the end of the season?
Hopefully get a couple more belts. But I'm feeling strong.
Okay, thanks. Louis, how do you feel it's going?
It's cool. It's good. As you get bigger,
Did you enjoy your holiday? Yeah, so you're back in training for a while now. Brad, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I think it's going right. I feel the strongest I've ever been, to be honest, and all I believe that all my hard work and smooth is paying off, and it's very good.
How's your weight management?
The weight's fine. The weight's fine.
That's good, it's going well. Keeping the training up hard, yeah? That's good. Matt?
Training's going really good at the moment, just pushing my way through every obstacle that's been thrown at me, to be honest, and just doing what I can.
Are you looking to get better every session?
Yeah, trying to do all my tactics, build up part by part, and get better at it.
That's right. Isa, how are you doing?
Especially with these new facilities around us. That's how we can do this as well.
How do you feel about the improvements?
I think it's brilliant how we're investing into next year.
Do you think you'll get any benefit from the classroom?
We can look back on our face and look back on our mistakes.
Okay. Louis, how do you think the gym's improved since you was last here?
It's there's a lot of more work on it, and it will help out because a lot more people have joined as well.
Brad, how do you feel about the improvements being made?
Yeah, it's good, man. It's like looking better, like, you know. So we've got the lads, we're looking good in the ring, and they're coming back, and the gym's looking fresh.
It's going great. It work's getting in the way, but you just got to get through it. And I think the classroom is great on this.
What do you think will be the main benefit from all the improvements with the roof, the heating, the classroom, the new ring room? Which would have been the most beneficial to you?
Classroom would be the best.
Okay, what is that?
Because it would just help you and make you more better as a boxer.
Work on the theory side of it as well.
Exactly.
That's good, that's good. You happy with that?
You know, we didn't have a team up on our wheels. Is there any competition here with that?
My name is Benson. I'm the head coach and manager here at Benson Box Academy. I've been doing this job now for the last 5 years since I graduated from university. So I had a boxing career myself since I was since I was about 13 years old. Boxed at every level up to national level, more international level, sorry. Went to university then, done my business degree. And since then I've been, as I said, managing this place, gaining funding, trying to run it as a business and coaching as well. So I run the place during the day. My main job being managing projects really, so when we get funding in here from various organisations, that funding is to present a project and to carry out a project, and I manage the project for the duration of it and ensure that the outcomes are being met. And then obviously my other part then is to coach the squad, teach the kids, improve the performance really, put together a plan for them and ensure that their long-term development is being done at the correct pace, and obviously to stage shows as well in order to get them competition.
And what is changed since you joined the club really?
Club has run, I mean, we lost the club about 10 years ago to a fire, which is probably a well-documented story by now. There was a fire one Sunday night and we were left with nothing, but of course with the way the club was run at that time, there was no insurance, there was no backup plan. You know, we struggled to survive, it was done by volunteers, and as soon as we lost the club we lost everything. But we were very lucky to be helped out by a brilliant sponsor, Per Temps People Development Group, PPDG, and with their help they were completely responsible for us getting back up onto our feet. They paid for a premises for us for a whole year up at Small Heath Leisure Centre, allow us to train and get coaches through, get boxers through and get ourselves back up on our feet. So over that time really we've become a better business, a better club. It's run more professionally. We've got more qualified volunteers, you know, all our coaches are qualified, CRB checked, they go on workshops regularly, they go on training regularly. We've just become a more professional gym and club. You know, I'm working here full time now. I'm very fortunate to have my salary paid by BBC Children in Need. So my post is funding. This is funded rather. This is year one. Got another 2 years to go of that post. And my job is as a development officer for the club, which I've explained about previously. And so in that time, I've been taken on here full time. We've got a better squad, much better gym, a more professional outlook, a better group of volunteers, and probably a better bunch of boxers and kids as well, to be fair. When people watch the Olympics on TV, they just see, you know, the actual boxing itself, or they see whichever sport they're looking at, but they don't realise the true impact of the sport and the Olympics and all the hard work that the athletes have done to get there. And we're very lucky because the boxers performed extremely well. You know, the boxing team is probably the most successful team really in the whole Olympics for Britain. And part of the Olympic legacy, rather than just being a myth, part of the legacy is funding such as this, the Inspired Facilities Fund through Sport England. We were very lucky to be recognised and awarded with £50,000 from the fund. And that's made an overwhelming difference here to the gym and to the facilities. You know, we've expanded into this room. This is a brand new room. This is. We've got full ceilings throughout the whole gym. Improved our lighting, heating and ventilation system. got a brand new reception area, purpose-built classroom, and brand new female and male change rooms as well. So the impact of the games is back down here at grassroots level. So we're just very proud to be recognised by Sport England, to be fair. A lot of work went into the bid, a lot of preparation, a lot of meetings and a lot of arguments as well, to be fair. But the feeling of reward, once you get it and once you're successful in the bid, it's absolutely fantastic. It makes it all worthwhile. And you can see the difference now. You can physically see it. It's absolutely fantastic, you know, and this gym now is as good as any gym in Birmingham, probably as good as anything in the country, and this should cement our future, make us sustainable for the next 10 years hopefully, bringing some of the best talent around Birmingham, around the Midlands. Our boxers now have got no excuse not to be successful. They've got the best of everything, they've got funding coming through, they've got the best gym, they've got the best kit, the best equipment, best coaching, so they've got no excuse now to be successful. An under-11 squad, well probably under 10 squad, they're about 7 to 9 they are, and they train on a Sunday morning, so they come along and just an introduction to boxing really, just to keep them fit, giving them some social skills, introduce them into the gym. So we do 2 hours with them on a Sunday morning, once a week. And then we have squad nights then, Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday, or squad days rather. That's for the more elite performers, the best lads. We try and keep the numbers down there to about 15 people maximum. They're the lads who want to compete in tournaments and box nationally, internationally, and box in our home shows. Then Monday, Wednesday, Fridays then, that's our key fit beginner sessions. So we put on circuits, basic beginner skills for newcomers. It's a mixed group of girls and boys, and the age range there ranges from about 11 years old all the way up to adult ages.
Do you have any professional boxer female at the moment, or?
No, we don't have professional from a female point of view. We've got a great history of professional boxers as males. Got I think over 50 of our boxers in our history have gone pro. Okay. Our best pro being Matthew Macklin, obviously. He's boxing for the world title again in the summer. He's a world-class athlete, and he started his career here, the same as the young lads, you know, training 3 times a week at Smallheath Gym. And so if he can go on and achieve what he's done, there's no excuse for the lads here not to do it now with these facilities.
What this training looks like now for the female particularly, because are they using the same equipment?
Same equipment, same gym, but we do have a female coach. We have a young female coach as well. She's about 17, she's been introduced to us, so we're hoping to put her on an ABA qualified coaching course and get her to do some classes down here during the day. We also have Claire, who's run our female section. We have, as I said, separate change rooms and toilet facilities for females. What we're hoping to do in effect is utilise one of our rooms down the bottom, turn that to a separate gym. We need some more finance to be able to do that. So I'm to raise some finance now over the next 3 or 4 months. We're going to change that to a separate gym with its own ring, its own selection of bags, and that can be used as a completely separate area for females to train during the evening. So that's the long-term plan with that. And one of our main outcomes is to develop a competitive squad with females, maybe 5 or 6 girls from any range who can compete and be competitive in the ring, boxing tournaments, shows, and hopefully push them up towards international competition standard. In London, in terms of skill and quality and technique, I think it was arguably better than a lot of the men. Some of the men were excellent and very skillful, but I thought a lot of them were pretty poor, to be fair. And this is from countries around the world. You know, I think the lesson we learned from the males when they boxed in the Olympics was that if they can do it, I don't see any reason why kids from Birmingham can't do it. You know, some of the British lads were excellent. You know, Luke Campbell, Anthony Joshua, they were very good, but stand in general was relatively poor. And I thought the females boxed extremely well. We showed great balance, great skill level. It was very competitive. I think we occasionally think females, there's only 1 or 2 very good females in the whole world, but that's not the case. You know, the quality and the pool of females now boxing around the world is increasing year on year. And I think that showed at the Olympics. So I think the standard really, arguably, was better than the men in terms of skill and technique.
Okay, do you think is there any change or anything more we need to work on, example, to get women to escort?
Well, we need to increase awareness of boxing with women and females, quite clearly. We need more projects. We potentially need more funding through from organisations that can help us to bring in women and females, increase the awareness, increase coaching standards with girls as well, because there are girls out there who want to coach as well as compete. So I think we need to bring more coaches, more females and more boxers, and increase the amount of competition around the sport within Birmingham. So it's not just left to the one or two same volunteers all the time. And we need more people playing their part. We need more competition. If we get more competition and a better quality of coaching, the standard will go up and up. When Rio comes around, the games in Rio, I'm sure the standard will be even better.
Okay then, thank you very much, Paddy. Thank you for your time.
Well, you know what it is in membership for that.
I remember paying membership.
Oh, you remember, right?
Yeah, he's a member. He has an office. I don't know if he wants to do it today or next time.
Kyle unit. You seem to know you're somebody talking or something like that.
Well, actually, I paid for today, and your insurance is already paid, so your membership's here sorted.
The two old lads boxed ring the other night as juniors. Young Mud Peters. No, I haven't had the best luck this year actually. Next year now. You can box in what's known as the Federation of Boys Clubs as well, you know. Because we're a member of that. Sure lads, I come this side and see what the rings is up there now. And 3 1/4 world titles. One world title. Yeah. And there's one fight next week for the world title. Macklin, the next one. Macklin, he's twice. What do you call it? Ramsey, he fought the world title, he won it. And Maynell fought. He won the world. So we can do the thing, guys, we can do it with Sheila, you know? Yeah. See, you'll be a big lad, but you've got to work hard, you know? No, I've got to work hard. But yeah, just work and just do your physical training for now. And as soon as you get anywhere physical hard, we'll tell you what we think you should be on. Then it's completely up to yourself. Yeah. In the meantime, you'll be on the pads and learning the skills and that. Yeah. What do you think?
I'm 17 as well.
Central heating and air conditioning.
Yeah.
And air conditioning, no.
I remember we came in the winter.
Bit of here, like, you know. But we got it cracked now, like, you know. Yeah. And it's up to you guys now. See, no matter what gym you have, it's all about your pace. The kids have to prove how good the training squad is by winning.
Dedication.
And it is all about it. You want to get out of the box and watch the game. The chance is there for you, like, you're going to be a big kid. And that's where the money is, you know?
That's some nice.
Nice one.
Okay, yeah. See you later, guys.
All right, son, yeah. Yeah, they're gone over now. As soon as they come back, you can start. My name is Pat Benson. I'm a founder member of the club here. I started the club in the 70s, 71, and it's been going since. We got burned down 9 years ago. It got burned to the ground, the gym up in Tilsey Street, and we moved here. And we're here 7 years now. And we came from having no gym to having a really decent gym now. So it's beginning to look good now. We have a lot of good kids in the gym and they're all beginning to work well, and it's all come from there. We've had 7 boxing shows this year, which is quite a lot for a club. And it's all coming from there. Just coming to the end of the season now, planning for next season. Yeah. So we're in a lovely position now. You can see the gym is just finishing off now, and we'll have a big weight section there and 2 rooms, an extra room at the back here with 2 rings in it, so things are beginning to shape up top class. It's all about producing the boxes from now on. We'll have 123 members at the present time, going up the whole time, and that's genuine members. All they're signed in and all the details and all the rest of it. And it's going up the whole time. Well, you could see the 2 kids came there tonight, like, you know. It's gone such a stage now we'll have to watch membership because we'll just have too many. Nice position to be in, like, you know, but we never had that before, to be honest.
Do you have any female boxers at the moment? And if so, how are you encouraging them?
We'll have indeed. We'll have a female section. We'll have 7 girls, and we've even got a coach, a lady coach. And she's here tomorrow night. Begin to look quite good as well, like, you know.
And then what are you looking for? For example, this gym, I know, you see this is the biggest one for, you know, in Birmingham at the moment we have for academic children training mainly.
Membership?
No,
What?
I mean like for the younger kids.
Yeah.
This is the best club at the moment, right, in Birmingham?
Oh, well, it's not for me to say that, like, I know we're a good club. We're a big club, and we do what we do. I just couldn't tell you about other clubs, like, they've got the same problems I've got myself, like, you know, which is, we got to get the rent every month. We got to pay the rates, and we do pay rates, like, you know, they'll tell you it's a reduced rate, which it is. We don't pay the full amount. We don't pay the full business rate. We do pay rates, our rates, and if we don't pay that, we're out, like, you know. So that has to be collected, and that's what I'm doing, Danny. That's what I'm doing, sitting down here, getting the members to sign in and get the money off them. I have to get £250 a week here, just to stand still. And if we can do that, at least we won't owe anyone for the building. It's up to the backroom staff, then that young Paddy, my grandson, and the rest of them to get whatever money they can on the computers, and they're doing a great job, to be honest, like, you know.
Okay.
As you can see, with the gym is just finished now. We got a grant off the Sports Council people for £50,000, which we just spent. There was over £60,000 worth of assets in the gym before that, so it's quite a bit of money sitting here now at the present time. And of course that brings its own problems in the sense that you have to pay big insurance just in case anything happens, like, you know. And it's just money, it's a business now. The lad runs it as a business, otherwise you wouldn't last. In my time, you see, you just went to work all day. I went to work all day, came home and trained the kids at night, and that was it. But we didn't have big costs like we have here. And even then, that time I had to pay a certain amount. And many a time I had to pay it myself when we didn't have it. But then again, I don't mind paying for the game because I love boxing. I came into boxing, it helped me say, all right, son. It was a big help for myself, like, in the early stages, and I love the game. And that's it, you just pay for it. But there's big money being made out of amateur boxing now, so it's basically, of course, again, the grain if you have to pay now, like, you know.
So how difficult has it been growing your gym since the fire? 10 years ago there was a fire. How difficult has it been to grow your gym since?
Yeah, we're heading the right way again. It took a lot of doing actually when the gym was burned down. I came from having one of the best gyms in the country to having nothing. And it took a lot of doing to start back up again. And alright fellas, and again the only reason I did is I had 4 grandsons, and the last thing I wanted was them out in the roads there, like, you know. I just had to work to get a gym for them, and this is what you see now. Alright son, alright lad. What's your number, by? 60? 110. How are you, lad? I haven't seen you for a bit. All right, Anna.
Pro? Yeah, the Pro 5.
I'll give you that bag. You had what?
Yeah, the Pro 5.
In Thai boxing.
Thai boxing.
Yeah, Thai boxing.
Oh,
I've been doing Thai boxing like
Yeah?
the last few months, half year.
Yeah.
Want to do boxing again.
Well, how'd you get on?
Yeah, that was good.
Knockout?
All good. Knockout, TKO, 4th round.
Can't be bad.
Yeah.
4 rounds. How many rounds you do?
In Thai boxing, we do 5 rounds.
All right.
Yeah, 5 rounds because it's knees, kicks, everything. You know, a lot of clinching, and so it's a bit different. Yeah.
Of course it's different.
Anyway, it's good to
All
see
right,
you.
son. And
Thank
you,
you.
lad, yeah? What do you think of the gym now?
Yeah. Oh, looks great. Looks great. For instance, I have to look around. It's
Yeah,
around me.
just look up there and see the rings.
All right.
They're looking good.
I will now.
All right,
Thank
son.
you.
We keep on getting interrupted.
Eh?
We keep on getting interrupted.
No, it's fine. What do we have to do to get more women to the sport as well?
Well, that all comes from the women trainer now and the other girls, like, you know. If they attract their mates and friends and that, like, you know. And to be honest, usually when you get 3 or 4 girls, you lose 2 of them quite quick, but we seem to be keeping them this time, which is unusual, like, you know. But then that's true of all the lads that comes here, like, if you'd be lucky to hold 2 out of 10. If you get 10 lads coming in the gym here, long term, that's about it, 2 out of 10, you know, which isn't bad. But I never seen more kids wanting the box as I had lately, you know. I probably has a lot to do with the gym now, like the word is going around it. It's a good gym and that, but I've never known more kids wanting the gym, wanting the box. We seem to Sunday morning now we'll have the young ones from 9-year-old up, and we'll have something like 27 of them at them Sunday morning, which I like because that's the future, you know.
I mean, like, also, we have last year in the Olympic, one of the female won gold or something.
The girl won the Olympic Games, yeah.
Actually, I think that's a message for, you know, for everybody actually in this country to get involved in a sport.
Yeah.
And also, I reckon this team here, we have the equipment for everybody actually, male and female.
Of course, yeah.
So I reckon actually they just have to come and, you know, do the work really. You done a lot, do you? In here, I mean, you have a lot of equipment here. You have a lot of you replace everything here new.
Yeah.
Changing room, female and male, that kind of thing really. So now actually, you mean like down to them to, you know.
It's in their own hands now. There's no excuse for anyone to come in here. They can't, if they're determined enough. The way is clear right to the top.
Okay then. Okay, thank you very much.
But it's for us to prove that we can do it now.
All right, thanks.
Within the next couple of years, we've got to prove by getting the titles, you know.
Absolutely. So, all right then. Thank you for the time.
All right, son.
Thanks then. Bye-bye.
Who's the best boxing club in all of Birmingham?
Small Leaf, baby.